Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of Pardon Our Picks, where perfection is a work in progress. I'm your host, Sam. Alongside me is the crew, Tarek, Brady, and Jessica. How you guys doing tonight?
Tired?
Doing great, Sam. Glad to be back for another exciting year of football, and I can't wait to discuss it with my favorite group of friends.
What is football?
Find out more at 9.
Indeed. Of course, we are back, and this is exciting. It is a new season, 2025. Everything is a clean slate for everybody, which is great because everybody wants a chance at that playoffs and eventual Super Bowl. We are, of course, brought to you by Aardvark Concepts Incorporated, more than just a sign shop. Check them out for all your sign and decal needs. They are located up in Westminster, Maryland, as well as In Too Deep, who I'm sure has a couple shows coming up. Please check their Facebook page, and you'll be able to check out their next show. And of course, we have breaking news.
Dun dun dun! News segment. I don't have graphics and insert audio here. New thing we're trying to keep up the discussion, keep everything going. Any thoughts? Please leave in the comments. We'll start this video, this session. It's like therapy. We'll start it off with our own personal news. So we have started a Facebook group. We want to keep the discussion up with you guys. We're going to add some shorts and some reels. We're going to try and do some more stuff interactive throughout the week because we're only on here once a week for 17 weeks. But it is called Pardon Our Picks. I will put a link to it in the description. Try the comments here. Add on, request to be added on. We're keeping it private. Put on discussions, put on questions, put on news, whatever, and we'll keep it fresh, keep it happening, keep it hip.
That's right. We're going to flip that pancake.
Fresh to death.
Spread the butter.
Bend them over a barrel and show them.
I've never heard that one.
Anyway, so that is breaking news for us.
Now we have actual non-breaking news from the NFL.
Yes, the late breaking news, as it were. We have, of course, the big trade from Dallas to Green Bay. Michael Parsons traded just before the season started. He's got a little bit of a back issue, but Green Bay's defense was already pretty good. Does this put him over the top? I need my panel of experts to tell me.
I mean, I'll take it. I think it puts them as close to going over the top as any one player can be. I mean, they play in a very good division. I mean, I don't think anyone expected their division to be as good as they were last year, but it's really going to depend on how Minnesota does with a brand new quarterback, and if the Lions with a new offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator can have the same amount of success that they had last year. But I think Green Bay is in as prime of a position to win the division this year as they have been in the past 10 years.
Yeah, I think along the kind of same lines that Brady was talking about there's been a lot of shakeup in their division, and Green Bay was really starting to look impressive. I think everybody's kind of excited to see what happens with Jordan Love this year also. So just beefing up their defense with someone like Micah Parsons is a really, really strong move for them. Nobody thought it was going to happen. So I feel bad for you, Sam, and for some of the other Cowboys fans because he was really your unicorn. But I think with some like the quarterback moves and stuff in the division and some of the injuries and everything, it's going to be interesting.
I wasn't fully prepared. You guys said everything I was going to say, so I really don't have anything to add on that. But I was just looking. I don't know anything about this specific injury. I saw a couple of people. I saw someone, a rookie, broke a collarbone. So they're out for the season. So I know we got some crazy stuff happening already. So sucks for any of that. Sucks for any fantasy owners. But hopefully people stay healthy. I think last year, a year before, we had just a whole slew of just early injuries. I know my fantasy tanked. I had all good people, and they all got hurt, and they all got kicked out.
All good people.
Yes.
Just like I have a great team.
Exactly. Don't worry. We all love the Cowboys, Sam.
Yeah, it's been a little bit rough, but you know what? I think I think he was unhappy, and Jerry is being Jerry. It's just that I've heard rumors that perhaps he is gearing up to sell the team, which please. We'll see what happens.
I thought that was going to be a Raiders situation for a long time.
Oof. I
It
mean,
took for Al Davis to die and his weird spawn to take over for them to start doing anything.
yeah. I'm wondering if he sells it to his kid, and if he does, I think they got a much better shot. I think he might actually hire a GM, which is needed in Dallas. Other than, the ramblings of an old man.
Can't do everything yourself.
Yeah. However, Green Bay, their offense started to light it up last year, and they got Matthew Golden this year, rookie receiver from Texas. He looked amazing in the college. Coming out, I think he's going to be a big boon to the offense, which is in turn going to help that defense. And with Micah Parsons, number 1 and number 2 almost always in quarterback pressures and adjusted defensive metrics, he is going to elevate that defense to a spot where they might have one of the better defenses we've seen in the last 6-7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Quite frankly, defense have dropped off, but this might be a special unit. That's not what I call, the Cowboys right now. They're pretty. That's right. But speaking of special, let's take a look at how he finished last year. Now, I'm pretty sure we all picked the Eagles to win last year, other than the, of course, selection where we all wanted the meteor to hit the stadium. But let's take a look. This is how we finished last year. I know. Brady kind of shot the moon last year, but it's okay. Jessica, of course, ran away with it almost. Tarek was keeping pace for quite a while. I'm surprised that
Thank you.
Would you let me finish? And I was surprised he didn't catch up more towards the end because he was making the comeback to catch up to you. He was a bit on fire last year.
I think I got a little bit bold at one point, and then I backed off of that strategy because it wasn't benefiting me.
So you don't like the Brady strategy?
Nope.
Hey, 60% of the time it works every time. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to get into it. We're going to do things a little different. Of course, with the new season comes changes, new rules for the NFL, and, of course, new slides for us. We're going to start with this one right here, the Pop Game of the Week.
It's only one.
Yes.
One game.
Only one. It is selected by our group, and it is going to be the Ravens against the Buffalo Bills, the battle of the top 2 MVP candidates last year. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be a Sunday night game, which I think is going to just elevate it even more. So let's throw it over to the winner last year, the QB coach, Jessica. Tell us about it.
So, this is a sore one for me. I mean, I do love watching the Ravens play Buffalo. The Ravens tend to get these horrible home opener, or not home openers, these horrible beginning of their season schedule where they tend to go to these awful places and play in these really hard stadiums. Last year, I think it was Kansas City, but this will be a rematch of the AFC divisional playoff game. And the Ravens lost by 3 points in that game. It was heartbreaking, but we tend to do really well in the regular season against the Buffalo Bills. So I am holding out for the Ravens to win by a narrow margin. I think it'll be a smaller thing like the 3 points like it was in the AFC. That's it.
I think Jess is all very valid points as always, but the thing that I'm looking at here is Buffalo's defense. Their top defensive pick they used from the draft, this past draft, he is out, as well as one of their other starting defensive tackles. So I really think the Ravens are going to use what worked last time when they played in the regular season and lean on that run game to really just grind it down and force Buffalo to turn to their passing game, which obviously we know Josh Allen is very good at. but the Ravens have a much upgraded secondary this year. I still think this is going to be a close game because Josh Allen, while he should not have won MVP last year, he is still a phenomenal quarterback, probably the second best quarterback in the entire league. I still think this is going to be one of those games where it's going to be told in the long rivalry, if you want, between Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, because these two teams are always going to be great as long as these quarterbacks are behind center, and these two teams are constantly going to meet in the regular season and the playoffs because there can only be one AFC team. But I'm going with the Ravens, but I do think this is going to be a close game that's going to come down to like 3-4 points.
And can I interject too with the only notable injuries? I think DeAndre Hopkins for Baltimore is questionable, and so is Isaiah Likely. He's actually out. He's not questionable. Isaiah Likely's out. He wasn't a huge part though.
Well, all right. So I agree with everything Brady and Jess have said. AFC, Ravens, Bills. I can honestly say I like some of these AFC matchups better than the cross-conference matchups. Sometimes they don't work out. We're all trying to dominate who's up top, and I appreciate that. It's more fun to me. On one hand, I'm grateful we're going to Buffalo now and not in, say, December when it's really cold and 6 feet of snow. So I think it'll be an easier play, an easier win that way. I think the Ravens will win. I think it'll be close, but everyone's got to shake that rust off. A lot of these starters didn't play full on during the preseason like normal, so first game out the bat, I think it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. We're not going to see everyone at their absolute best yet, but should be good. And as long as Flowers does okay, get some surprise touchdowns, that'll help my fantasy.
I look at this game, and I think the Ravens still have Derrick Henry. I think Derrick Henry hasn't really lost a step, but a lot of people think – I mean, he's in his 30s at this point. He's reached that plateau, but he's a special player. I think this year he's going to be fine. Won't run for as many yards as he did last year because that was just a freak feat. But he's going to run for a lot of yards. He's going to get a lot of touchdowns. I think that's what's going to come down to is the running game this week. I'm not 100% sold on James Cook, who did just get a contract extension. I think they may be gearing up to eliminate him from the roster at some point because I think the guy that they drafted may come and usurp his role. Quite frankly, it's easier to just drop a running back because they don't get paid that much to begin with. But we're going to see how it goes. I think James Cook does 40, 50 yards maybe. But I think the Ravens kind of run away with this one on Monday night. I think Lamar.
I think it's Sunday night. I think it's Sunday night, isn't it?
It is Sunday night. It is a Sunday night game. And I think Lamar, just a little bit of spite there for not winning the MVP, which I think he should have had. And I think they actually run away with it. I actually have this game going well over the what was it, 47.5 that they predicted. So
you're not playing the chalk is what you're saying.
I'm not playing the chalk. I'm not. I'm playing the over, baby. But that's what I've got. Now, let's get into our pop panel quick pick'ems. Let's take a look. Here we go. Not too much parity. One person picked the Chargers, which that one I can see going either way.
Yeah, and I just am hoping, but also I think if the Chargers can do what they were doing a little bit last year and establish their run game, I think they'll be safe. And also, what was I going to say? Everybody's just waiting to see something from Justin Herbert. So
yeah, I agree. I went back and forth on that game a lot, and we saw last year when the Chargers played Baltimore, they were running away with that game until J.K. Dobbins got hurt, and then they had no presence of a run game. So Herbert, the game fell squarely on his shoulders, and he still had a great season, but it wasn't enough. So I think that the door is open for another team to finally win that division, and I think the Chargers would be that team. But can Najee Harris and the rookie running backs they have give them a semblance of a run game? We'll see.
That is the big question. I think the big issue here is which one of these guys is going to be which one of these teams is going to get up enough to play a decent game down in Brazil, because this game is in Brazil, people. It's on
Oh
Friday.
yeah,
Oh, that's
Oh.
mean.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Sao Paulo.
Also, I think the Bengals and Browns game will be good.
Well, only because the Bengals never show up for the first 4 weeks of the year. So they always play super slow and then like skyrocket once September ends. But it's a divisional game.
Tarek, tell me, are these two riding the Joe Flacco bandwagon right now? Is that what they're doing?
I think they are. I think they're a little. They support the unibrow.
Yeah.
It's
Love
the
the
Fu
unibrow.
Manchu, man. It ain't the unibrow.
It's all connected. It just goes here and then down here and it goes like that. It's just all connected.
It absolutely is. Now, let's go on to the next one. Couple of differences, but nothing that I don't think any of us were like, why did they go that direction?
Well,
Yeah,
It's the first week of the season. I mean, it's a toss up. The only real one that I could see not really being that much of a toss up is the Jets Pittsburgh game. Because I think it's going to be a cruel summer for Aaron Rodgers. But going back to MetLife, playing against a really revitalized Jets team that does not have Aaron Rodgers, with a defensive-minded head coach, with such a good defense on that team, I think Aaron Rodgers and his statuesque quarterback play is not going to play in 2025.
yeah. I think the Jets are going to be a little surprising, and I don't know if Justin Fields is starting, but there is a storyline there, and I think he's got talent.
The one that really gave me pause, I was pretty good at. I said on all of them was the Miami Colts game, and it's mainly because Richardson didn't get the QB job. So I don't know if the other guy got it. I can't remember. his name.
Danny Dimes.
Yeah, so I don't know how that's going to play out against Trevor Lawrence. So
Who?
Tua Tagovailoa, he means.
Tua Tagovailoa.
yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is in Jacksonville.
Wrong.
Another Florida team.
Wrong Florida team.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that one I kind of went on a limb there just because Miami is.
They have too much talent to not be good. It's just whether Tua can stay conscious for 4 quarters and play.
But they also have some injuries. They have some
Hill
pretty
is
significant.
questionable, and Achane.
Yeah,
Achane is always questionable. But
If
he's
Tua
played.
gets one more concussion, he gets a free stuffed animal, right?
I think so. And quite frankly, the Pittsburgh game, I think you guys are all hyping up Justin Fields just a little too much. I think he benefited a lot from the coaching in Pittsburgh. That's the only reason why they did as well as they did. I think he's going to fall flat on his face
I was a fan of Justin Fields before he went to Pittsburgh. For the
God,
record,
he was
I
horrible.
think he is talented. He has just not had a real chance at it. And when
Of
he
course,
was
our
put
residents do
in, when he was put in halfway through the season, he did well.
in Pittsburgh, where they generally find a way to do okay.
Oh well, let's watch Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
With his backup running back and a one wide receiver that has talent.
Of course, our one Steeler fan viewer isn't on the in the comments right now.
Thankfully.
No. Curses. Of course, this one clean
It's
slate.
Carolina, like they should just not even bother.
Carolina?
The only thing I will say is I am excited to watch Jacksonville this year to see if Travis Hunter can actually play a good wide receiver and backup cornerback. I personally think it's like his wildest dreams that he's going to be a two-way player in the NFL, because it's not college where there's a timeout after every play. It's the clock's constantly running. You get hit, you get back up, you get back in, you play. But I'm interested to see how his career unfolds in Jacksonville.
I mean, he was coached by one of the better to do that in the past 50 years, and that was Neon Dion last year. He was on Colorado, and he played both ways, did very good both ways in college, mind you. So lesser talent, but he still did pretty good. And I too am looking forward to seeing that. However, Bryce Young did come on towards the end of last year, so there is some thought that they could pull this out, but I ain't buying it right now.
And also, how many weeks until Jackson Dart starts in New York Giants? That question's for you, Brian, if you're watching. I think, honestly, it's like post-bye week, and they make the switch.
All right. Move on to the last one. So, everybody thinks the Lions over Green Bay? Tarek?
What'd I do? Sorry.
The Lions over Green Bay?
Yeah, so Green Bay nothing has impressed me. You got the Lions who've made it really far into the playoffs every single year. I think they're just going to continue that streak, which I say this every year. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I never would have thought I'd be saying they're a dominant team in the NFC, but that's just what's become.
Yeah, I think it's known quantity versus unknown quantity for that game. Like, I think everybody recognizes the talent that Green Bay has, but we also recognize the talent and the history that Detroit now has with Jared Goff at quarterback. So it's kind of hard to pick against them the first week of the season.
Yeah, I think for me, I feel like Detroit is more of a like habitual team, cohesive team that has been the same team for and been successful at it. And I feel like Green Bay's just got a lot more shakeups that they're going to have to like work out once the season starts. But I think they will be very good.
My biggest question is if Micah Parsons is playing and he's 100%, I think the Green Bay can actually win this. I think the game actually ends up being a much lower scoring game than we all think it will be. Early in the season, things tend to happen like that. But I think he's the game changer in this one. And unfortunately, we got to wait and see how he feels. But I'm picking the Lions, staying with the Lions.
It's that consistency versus the unknown. Green Bay has been very unknown. They were we put money on Aaron Rodgers to do it, but he didn't always, and now he left, and now they're trying to like pick up the pieces. They didn't have a plan for when he was leaving, so it's not.
They got the love plan.
I think another interesting topic this year too is the Rams letting Cooper Kupp go, and now Puka Nacua becoming the number one wide receiver, and them having that blank space at wide receiver 2. Like, are they going to be able to compete with a known quantity at wide receiver 1, and who's filling wide receiver 2? We don't know.
So you don't think Dante Adams is going to be?
I don't. I think his best season, they're behind him, kind of like the guy the Ravens picked up.
Hopkins,
yeah. If this was 5-6 years ago, absolutely. No problem. But speed is the first thing to go. And I see him essentially filling that second tight end from a slot receiver position. So it's just, can the other guys keep up, essentially?
I am a little bit concerned too about Stafford. He's older and he's been missing practices because of various injuries. So
yeah,
there's that.
That's true. All right.
By the way, you messed up my pick for Baltimore. I did not pick the Bills.
Are you sure about that?
I just looked on Yahoo.
Perfection's a work in progress, folks.
Perfection is a work in progress.
I'm hand sewing the shirts as we speak.
That's all right. We'll get through it. We'll shake it off. We'll be fine.
Yeah, no bad blood here.
No, you picked Buffalo.
No, I did not. I'm looking at it right now.
So am I.
It says Baltimore. You want a screenshot?
Guys,
I will take a picture of it. It says Buffalo.
Let's wrap this up.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, all of us tonight. We'll try to get everyone more of a heads up for weeks to come. This is a crazy weekend. It started. Everyone's getting back in. We're all like, all right, football's starting. So we'll try to put something out via the Facebook group. We'll share it around. I'll put the Facebook group link in the description of the video. I already put it in the chat here if it doesn't show up. So please join it. We'll start a community. We'll start things going. Please click subscribe so you see it. You see when we do this stuff. See when it pops up. And we will see you guys next week. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Tarek.
I'm Jess.
I'm Football Jeff.
And I'm Sam. And you have a great football week.
Bye.